welcome back to my channel, Double Jackpot. Please hit that subscribe button, and we're going to get into this video real quick and fast. Maybe a little long. I haven't been feeling good the last couple of days, so I'm really sorry for not having a video up. Last left off at inviting to meet with Christopher and him showing me live one-on-one in a public place where he could show me his strategies and his history and all that. And of course, that never happened. So we see him flying into Houston, going to the World Series. Let's face it, the reason they walked to the stadium, it's not an easy walk where he walked from. In the hotel that he showed you, nothing special. Nothing special. It was an old dumpy hotel that they made look nice and pretty and all, but it's nothing special. Galleria, where he went, watched people ice skate, that place is so old and nothing special either. So if you go to Houston, scratch the Galleria off your list of things to do. That's so 1980s. So let's get to the heart of this. So him and his wife and kid are walking to the game. So Stacy's out of a ticket. No festivals are really going down there. There's just a bunch of people standing in line doing what they do. It wasn't a whole lot going on at Enron. I thought I'd go on go down there, but you know, it's not the most. It's a pretty crappy part of Houston, to be honest with you, down there. Trying to make it look nice, but it just hasn't happened. The stadium, so he sends Stacy back with the baby. Doesn't put her in an Uber, doesn't do anything. She's going to walk down to in a really seedy part of downtown Houston back to the hotel. Not something most people would do. As much as I'd like to save a buck, I probably wouldn't have done it. Who am I kidding? Maybe. Anyways, I'm just joking. Miss Jackpot's looking at me, shaking her head. She would have went to the game. I would have had to spring 3,000 and do it, and she would have held my bubs. So, first of all, I would have had to have. I would have not. First of all, I would have never went to the World Series by myself and just sat there like a dork on the front row, you know. So, Christopher, shame on you for being selfish like always and not. And I noticed he left the game early in this 8th inning or whatever because he said the Astros did not just show up. Interesting that he just shows, and when he was walking out of that stadium, you could see he was in tears. You know he had a ton of money on the Astros that game. You just know you're going to go to the game. You're going to be at the hometown. He's from Houston area. He said he's lived in Houston, and you could just see how upset he was. Not only did he have to walk home defeated with his tail between his legs, he lost a crap load of money. So the next day he gets up and he's going, I guess, to the stadium. He shows us the crappy Galleria and all the places that he's doing and all the drink items and all the expensive meals, yada, yada, yada. But he says in that Astros game, they made him a lot of money. It's funny. You think he went to that game and didn't bet on the game? Obviously, he's not going to tell you that. But the second game, he really, I don't know. I don't watch a whole lot of his videos. I skip through them really quick. And he says he won money on that game. Okay, so we're going to fast forward to him landing back in Vegas. And he says how much money he's up for the month, the 30-day challenge. Okay, interesting, very interesting. Whether it's affiliate money, however you want to call it, the casino does that. I really, really don't care. It doesn't matter. If you could win for 30 days and do that and teach that and have people do that, casinos would not be in business. Okay, more times than not, you're going to have days like he did on day 29 or day 30, I believe, whatever it was, 29, the second to last day, where you get wiped out. The little green ball haunts you. Everything goes wrong. You could see him. Let me tell you something. Understand this. This is what I'm going to, if you take anything out of this video, take this out. You saw him melt down. I mean, he looked like he was in tears. He's screaming at the dealers, talking to the dealers, losing his what, you know what, and that's what he does in the brick and mortar. You know, he loses it. And so what? You lost $6,000, $7,000. You know you look bad. You knew that video was going to get views because you thought, oh my God, I'm going to show the video, but you did not intend to lose in that video. Nobody wants to. If it's all legit, you just lost one in 29 days. But the thing is that day he lost almost 40-50% of his bankroll. Had he not won that $2,000 bet at the end to bring him up over, I don't know, he won like I think $1,000. He would have been down to like, I think it was like 2,900. And let me tell you something, you guys that are gambling degenerates, you all know what I'm saying is true. You have days like that. You lose a big chunk of your bankroll, but you guys are gamblers. Y'all don't understand. If y'all were smart, don't do this kind of stuff. I mean, just the overall, he's not living a healthy lifestyle. That's not good, you know, and he's tearing up his other half. I promise you. I mean, doing this kind of crap, you know, he's only doing that because one thing, he's too lazy to get a job. That's his, you know, he takes his MLM, multi-level marketing strategies, and tries to apply it to this gambling YouTube kick he has. I'm going to fast forward into the YouTube money. As you know, guys, I'm not monetized. I don't get a dime from YouTube. They don't have enough subscribers. Hint, hint. So, if you listen to him, he said, and I think I heard correctly. I mean, he said he's made $500,000 off of YouTube. Maybe I misunderstood, but then he shows us the coming earnings for this month or this paycheck of, I think it was $3,200, $3,700 a month, which is pretty good for a channel as small as his. I mean, that's a lot of money, $3,200 a month, but he does run a crap load of ads, and boy, is he ad hungry on his ads. And he's an expert thumbnail marketer. You know, that's what he does, and that's the only truth he says. His book cover does it all. I mean, his thumbnail, book cover, the title, he's really good at that. And let me tell you this, if you do $3,000 a month, because not every month is the same, and he's had to grow it, that's less than $35,000 a year. He's only been online for 2 years, so the most he could make if he started out making $3,000 a month would be about about $70,000 in my opinion, is in YouTube revenue. And I don't know. I mean, it's easy to show. He could show the history. There's a lot of YouTubers that I follow that also I consider them mentoring me, and they can show you month after month on what they make. Not every month is the same. You know, I don't know what his growth has been, what his ad revenue has been, but just don't believe anything that comes out of his mouth. He showed you probably an all-time high month. Okay? They're not all going to be like that. As far as his hiring a professional coach to coach him, who cares? Nobody's going to care about your videos. When you look at Christopher Mitchell videos, they're very synonymous to my videos. If they're not engaging in talking about him, you just don't have the amount of views. So for him to do, like when he did crypto and when he did just the vacationing videos and just non-roulette baccarat videos, his views are way down. So he's not going to be making money. So just watch for way more crazier, stupider videos that he has. I'm going to get more into some of the stock picks and finance videos. A lot of good things in the market. Like I said, always invest in yourself. Don't turn to gambling to think you're going to do what he does. He says at the end of his last challenge, what would $7,000 a month do to you? For what he had to do to get that, it would probably age you and really stress your life out. And guarantee you, he lost a lot more. Let's talk about that. In day 29, when you talk to about a scammer like Christopher Mitchell, and I hate to use the term scammer because for somebody as stupid as Christopher to scam you, you got to be pretty desperate. So You got a lot of people that get scammed by him is a lot on your own blame. Come on, take some personal responsibility. If Christopher Mitchell scams you, you have a lot to do with being scammed. Okay, you could easily tell him no. You can easily tell him this is stupid, and just move on. Okay, he's not going to help you. Matter of fact, anybody that disagrees with him or turns on him gets kicked out, because when you come from the MLM background, as soon as you're not rah cheerleader for them or supporting them, you're kicked out of that group. You are no longer having dinner with these people. You're not going to be at the meetings. If you're not a team player in MLM, they get rid of you. You know, they have nothing to do with you. So that's what Christopher Mitchell is in this whole thing with trying to lure you people in. And let me tell you something. Here's what he says that's really, really startling and should be really a big red flag. He says to you in the middle of the video when he lost that money, he knew he lost it. He knew he was losing. He could have lost a lot more. You know, he was lucky he only lost 6,000 or 7,000, whatever it was. And he's lucky he won that one bet at the end. So he says, I'm going to get it back the next day. I'm going to play. And that means you're not going to video it. So your 30-day challenge wasn't a 30-day challenge. So you say, oh, you have the alibi, air quotes alibi, that you're going to make money and get some of that back. That means A, you're going to transfer and funnel some money back into your account so it doesn't look like you lost as much. So you're going to put $2,000 or $3,000 or $4,000 back in your account. So now you're back up to a decent amount. So you'd only have to win $200 or $300 the next day instead of $5,000. We all know you just transferred the money in. And you know what? You could prove all of us right and wrong. All you got to do is show us the history. Show us your sports account. Show us your sportsbook account. You say you don't owe it to anybody. You want to be transparent and open. Be transparent and open. Show us the account. It's so easy to do. You had no problem showing your ad revenue, $3,200, and you're probably your best month ever. Show us all your ad revenue from the last 16 months. Show us that. He won't. Anytime he gets called out, he ignores, deflects, and moves on to something else. He never addresses any questions. And let's face it, we're going to finish this off by saying this. He loses a ton of money and melts down. I mean, you can't see a bigger meltdown. It was beautiful, and it could have been worse. That's what I'm saying. He got off easy. He followed all of it. He broke all of his strategies. He did not quit. He didn't follow the trend. He didn't do any of that stuff because none of that stuff matters. He knows that down deep. He just says that when it's working. As a really good dear friend of mine says, martingale works great until it doesn't work. Think about that statement. Martingaling works great until it doesn't work. There's a lot of risk for very little reward when you're getting into big, large martingaling. And let's face it, this guy, his biggest thing is he's looking to make ad revenue off of two things. YouTube. He claims to be a YouTuber. We'll give him that. So he makes ad revenue. We all knew he did. We don't know how much because he won't show us. He showed us 1 month. I've known YouTubers that do it and make $3,200 or more a month. That's not unattainable. But I guarantee you his previous months were very weak. Very weak. And then he has so many fake subscribers. Let me tell you, that's what I'm saying. There's so many YouTubers out there. We know who they are. You've seen their channels. They have 1,000 plus subscribers, 5,000, 25,000, but they have 1,000 views. That's the facts. So what does that tell you? They have a lot of fake subscribers and a lot of people that watch it do not watch their videos. And that's what I'm saying. If you are not watching the videos, he's not making a dime. And also, if you're not watching the videos, it shows. I mean, if you're a subscriber to somebody, I'd say this: watch their videos, support them. But I'm just telling you, he has way more subscribers than he has support. Okay, y'all know that. You see how many subscribers he has, and you see how many views he has. It's not even 25-30%. Okay, And there's a lot of YouTubers I do watch, and they have 100% of my support. I watch all their videos. Probably my primary television right now is YouTube TV. Um, okay, so he has the alibi of him, playing throughout the day to win his money back, meaning throughout the day, I'm going to take time to add money to my account so it makes me look good so I don't have to go out there and try to win a ton of money. He's a liar. That's the thing about Christopher Mitchell. If his lips are moving, it's what kind of lies can he make up. So we're going to move on and try to speed this up. We're going to talk about other entities. He talks about being open, transparent, yada yada, and then he says, "Boom! I don't have to show y'all nothing. You don't have." He doesn't. Totally agree. Totally agree. But when you're trying to do the things that he does and the claims that he claims, it would be to his advantage to show you proof, real proof, not somebody driving up to a ATM machine, not somebody flashing cash in their living room on a money counter. I believe his money was real. I have no reason to not, but that doesn't mean it is. It is. I believe that his money's real. I don't know any different. I don't know how to spot it. I'm watching it on television. I just don't know. If y'all say it's fake, that's y'all's opinion, and maybe it is. I personally do not know. I would say so. I gotta err on the side it's real. And if that bothers y'all, then I don't know. If y'all can convince me and show me otherwise, I know I've seen the prop money on Amazon and places. Maybe it is. Y'all can, but it doesn't matter in the whole realm of what he's trying to convey to you as a $1 million lifestyle. $75,000-$100,000 bankroll is nothing. It's nothing. You saw the guy lose $6,000-$7,000. That's almost 1/10 of $100,000. That's almost it's 1/10 of your bankroll. It's 10% of your bankroll. So let's talk about that. If you had multiple accounts with all this and you're doing what he does as a YouTuber, you would want to show real wealth. You would want to show the other entities you do. Let me tell you something, but between him filming and all his sessions filming and all his YouTube videos, he doesn't have time for other legal entities, whatever he thinks he's getting. His biggest thing is he's proved that he can make money on YouTube by making films, videos. Okay? He's proven that. He gets a check. That covers that supposedly almost covers his rent. Now, however many people that are stupid enough to send him money, and a lot of people have, that's all on them. That's all on them. I believe he has some type of affiliate ability, but I just don't know how many people call him and go to his link. If y'all watching my videos have any idea, feel free to leave it in the comments section. I'm here to protect you guys and tell you, so when y'all see thumbnails that you click on and you say, hey, this makes sense. This makes sense. He'll only tell you about his wins. Yeah, he had the $6,000-$7,000 loss, and then he's going to come into this. This is the funniest thing he's ever done. Well, not really the funniest thing he's ever done, but he says, he's for entertainment and educational purposes, whatever it is. But look, when you're doing entertainment, you shouldn't be asking people to pay you. You shouldn't be asking people to contact you below so you can try to scam them into getting an account. So he says Tom Brady called him. Well, first of all, we know that was all just entertainment. No professional athlete, much less Tom Brady's going to call that little runt of a scam artist, Christopher Mitchell, because A, he has a gambling channel, and B, I don't care who you are, what sport you play professionally, you do not want to be linked to anything like that, much less some little sawed-off weasel like Christopher Mitchell that will get you in all kinds of, bad vibes. So we know that was just a lie and to get views, and let me tell you something. There's no way Tom Brady's ever approached a game. I don't care if you're on the field, anything. This shows you what a loser mentality Christopher Mitchell has, because when you say stupid stuff like this, when you say stupid and idiotic statements like this, that shows you how unprofessional and what a horrible, horrible mindset he has. we're going to go in. Uh, sometimes we have to lose, Christopher. That's never came out of Tom Brady's mindset ever. Let me tell you something. This never came out of my mindset ever. You know, if you think or you think you have to lose or you think it's good to lose, then you better not either play or be out there on the field. I don't care what sport it's in. If you have that defeatist attitude or you think that's in your mindset, that's why he lies about everything he does. I was in the Little League World Series and hit the game-winning home run. Every channel's proven that to be a lie. He can't even tell this. He's a born liar. Then his brother was in Louisiana, was in the same World Series at a younger age. The guy is a liar. You know, he cannot get his ego in check. Okay? So he's trying to play off weak hands, weak people, and weak individuals that think, oh, I can do this. I can do this. You heard all these people come forward, and there's so many people out there that have to take personal responsibility for being a fool. Okay? And the number one reason that guy has never held a job is he's stupid. He is stupid. This guy is stupid. I mean, people ask me, do you think Christopher Mitchell's absolutely not? This guy's not smart. Scam artists are scam artists, and they want a quick buck. He's too lazy to work. He's too lazy to be an entrepreneur. Think about it. What has he shown you in over a year and a half? What has he shown you? Bitcoin, joke. Even when he sold it low. You got Bitcoin? Any of you guys into crypto? It's almost impossible to trade unless you know the ranges. And then just hold it. Hold it, especially if you have Bitcoin, just hold it. Unless you know how to trade it. And when I say trade it, you bought it at a certain level and you're comfortable at selling it. But my whole thing to anybody that does any crypto, it's a gamble. Can you make money? Yes. But you better be a buy and hold person and not someone that's just going to just trade it at any kind of whim, you know, unless you're making money on it. But he's too lazy to get a job. He's too lazy. Look at everything he does. MLM is for lazy people. And when I say that, I don't mean, oh my God, Jack, you just said MLM's for lazy people. It's for people that have big visions and dreams of being, you know, and I do know people that do MLM and have the $1 million lifestyle. They're not lazy. They're recruiters. They know how to recruit people. They know how to coach people. They know how to motivate people. And they know how to, if you're not doing the job, if you're not part of the team, they also know how to abandon you and kick you to the curb. You're of zero use to them if you're not a producer. So just know this. I do support MLM, but I don't support people that aren't realistic with it. That's why I'm not a good recruiter. If you don't have thick skin and you don't have determination, do not do MLM. That's what I'm saying. To do what he does is a lot like MLM. You're gambling. You're going to hit these horrible days. And he just happened to film one of the horrible days. And I don't believe he went in there to lose it, but he videoed it and he says, man, this will make a good video. This will bring a lot of views. Just like he admitted, I'm not building him up. It's going to build a lot of views and it's going to show the people, yeah, I do lose once in a while. But I promise you that wasn't one time out of 29 days or 30 days. He's had a lot of those. He just hasn't put them up there. Okay. He was just there to try to pacify the people and to show you, oh, I do lose. But there's a lot of those days where he loses. Okay. So the whole Tom Brady skit thing, laughable, very laughable. If you're going to be entertaining, at least be entertaining enough to make it believable. Okay. The day Tom Brady and you exchange words is the day he's at the bottom of his game. Trust me. There's no way in hell somebody like that would correspond or deal with you. Just no way. And let's talk about entertaining. As bad as this sounds, he's only entertaining to people that aren't retarded. Okay? If you have half a brain, you're laughing. Like me, I see the videos and it's half of that stuff is when he lost that $6,000 is I was commanding the ball to be green. I caused you all those losses, Christopher. When I'm watching that video, when that ball's spinning, I was saying command the green, and boom, it landed on green because that was my day. And next time I'm going to command low numbers and high numbers against you. So I'm going to use my ability from now on to cost you money at the casino when you're playing. I'm going to command the ball to do what I want it to do. So just know that when you're losing, it's because I'm commanding the ball to do the opposite. And let me tell you something. The stupidest thing you ever said besides the Little League World Series and that you're a millionaire, millionaires do not have meltdowns like that. Millionaires do not act like you do. Okay? Millionaires don't have the mannerisms you have when you're losing. And you're not even smart enough to realize that because you're never going to be wealthy and wise. You're going to sit there and pretend and play this whole game. And, you know, half of your problem, Christopher, is you don't know how to manage money. That's what your downfall is. You have all these great concoctions and scams how to make it, but you don't know how to manage it. You know, like it was necessary for you to spend $3,000 plus airfare to come down to Houston to do that when you don't even have that money. Ain't that right, Stacy? He didn't have the money to come down and buy a World Series ticket and do all that stuff. That's probably on a max credit card where y'all pay $60 a month. Probably right on that, Stacy. Y'all are probably thinking, dang, how's the double jackpot know that? I've seen tons of Christopher Mitchells. I've seen tons of scamming people like that and their personalities. They're bigger than life personalities. And what I'm trying to teach you guys, gambling in any kind of form, especially like he's promoting and trying to teach, is going to be hazardous to your bankroll, your finances, your life, your marriage, your household. Do not do it. Okay? If you're just a recreational gambler, fine. If you don't have to worry about your bills and nothing's going to be affected, fine. But let me tell you something. Christopher is doing this for a living, and he doesn't have any other jobs. He doesn't have the time for any other jobs. And if he did, his ego would share that with you. If he had some booming other business or side hustle, he'd be sharing that with you. He knows two things: gambling and how to try to work the people to send him money through looking down in the description below, my Instagram links and Facebook links. If you don't want to do that, he calls you an idiot. Join 2021. Christopher, I tell you, most people don't have Facebook accounts. Most people don't. People your age, 90% of them are off Facebook. That's old. I don't even know what they use. I don't care. But I'm just saying, you'd be better off having an email address. If people want to contact you, that's the best way. Okay? Just give you that little free marketing thing. And as far as your hiring a coach, save that money. Okay, don't pretend like you're this wealthy person, because if you were, you would be sharing it with us. You would be, because your ego won't let you not. Your ego is to make videos, see yourself on YouTube, and you're just trying to build a channel. So just know, Christopher Mitchell is just trying to get the ad revenue, which is fine. But that's what he's about. Ad revenue, hype, and BS. If you get linked into this whole thing, trying to think you're going to quit your job and do what he does, trust me, you're going to be one miserable person. You're going to lose a lot, and things aren't going to be good. You're going to see more like day 29. Okay. And let's face it, those bets were so large. He says, I'm not greedy. I'm not this. I learned. What's he doing? He's placing $2,000 bets. The guy is a lying sack of you know what. He starts off playing 5s and 10s and this and that, and then he's playing $800 bets, $2,000. That's a degenerate, people. That's a degenerate. You're seeing the true Christopher Mitchell in the meltdown situations, just like when he left Minute Maid Park after Game 1. He had the Astros big. He got it. He lost a lot of money. Walked home in the dark. Looked foolish. Sent his wife home without an Uber, just walking home with the baby down middle of downtown Houston. Hey, the Lancaster Hotel's that way, baby. Just stay on that street. You'll be good. Yeah, very, very seedy part of town as you go towards that hotel. And third of all, if you for once think you're not going to have more days like day 29 where you lose like that, you're absolutely crazy. Because let me tell you something: if it was winnable like he's telling you and projecting, casinos and smart gamblers would be taking advantage of this, and you wouldn't have people losing all the time. So just know this: I'm going to give you these words to live by. Martingale works until it doesn't work, and then you're going to be a defeated, very upset I don't know upset, but it's going to affect you. It's going to affect your bottom line. You don't do that. And he could you imagine if he lost that $2,000 bet at the end and he had $2,900 in his account? You know, so he had to buy that extra day and say, hey, I'm going to play throughout the day and get my money back. Meaning, I'm going to transfer money into that account so it looks better. So it makes everybody feel better. So guys, please hit that like and subscribe button. I'd love to have you guys as a long-time subscriber. Tell me what you want to see more of. I know I'm catching up on a lot of videos. Like I said, I wasn't feeling well for the last 3 or 4 days. I do have a prediction for this game tonight, but I don't want to jinx it. So as you know, I'm not a gambling degenerate, so I'm not going to give my play. But you can see, and I'll say that for my play, and we'll see how it goes. I can give you a really in-depth analysis, but I don't want to bore you to tears, and I know this video has gone a lot longer than I intended it to. But don't send this guy any money. Do not believe he's just for entertainment. He's looking to build a channel. Of course, we all know that, and that's fine. Guys, pick up your remote when you're watching a Christopher video. Hit the button when it comes to skip ad. Don't do that. Fast forward as much as you can. Don't give him a lot of viewing time. And you know what? Don't watch all the video. I'm not trying to tell you all guys what to do, but you want to cut into his bottom line. Cut through a lot of his videos. Cut through a lot of his ads. And just don't watch the whole amount. If you want to see what he's done, go to the very end. Fast forward at all the very end and just see what you need to see. So guys, appreciate y'all's time. Y'all have a great day. Enjoy the World Series tonight, and I'll talk to you on a video real soon.